Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into We Best Love 2 Mr. Fighting. We're diving into episode 2. If you saw my reaction to episode 1, you know that took place not too long ago. I checked on dinner. Dinner was fine. Wig is currently hanging to dry. It's been rinsed and ready to go. And yeah, we're going to just dive into this next episode, and maybe this will be where I end recording, at least for this series for tonight. Because like I said, I did not plan on watching more than one episode. I wanted to take my time with this series, but that first episode left me in a place where it's like, no, you can't end the episode right now. It's just rude and disrespectful to end the episode right here like this. So we're going to dive into the second episode and just see what happens, what becomes of the characters, what path we go down, and all other manner of shenanigans. We're just going to see. Okay. Now I'm wondering if these little captions we get in the beginning are like diary entries.
你说做什么都可以，你就给我。嗯？不敢。
I need you to stop caressing the back of my neck and being this close to my face like this.
好。
Resting your hand on my abdomen like this. It's a glance down at the lips.
是认真的。做什么都可以。
You better whisper at me. Try.
需要帮忙吗？放进来。
Girl, this was your idea. This was your damn idea. I was just trying to tie your damn shoelace.
系统安全性还是第一优先，
是第一优先没有错，但目前过度的保护造成系统封闭不流通，这是个问题。
对，我会出问题，上次明就已经讨论过了，好不好？而且我们上次已经喂，
我马上回来。
局长，你看啊，那局长，
Like I ain't got time for it.
早安，你来了。
Come on, Vest.
两位早，吃过早餐了吗？
还没耶，你可以帮我买吗？
认真。
当然啊，不然呢？
好，吃什么？
你了解我的口味，你帮我决定就好。
好，吃粥，吃粥养胃。嗯。哦，对了，评委，他空腹不可以喝咖啡，帮我看着。
他还问来要喝咖啡，我说妈什么东西啊？我觉得太夸张了吧？
Is he finally taking their advice and keeping business and personal matters separate in the office, or is this another one of his little shenanigan games he's been playing?
看什么？ 都不用工作的。
Yeah, this office does have a tendency of not doing any goddamn work. Girl, do some work, Jesus.
看到了没有？看到了没有？
他看到什么？是眼睛有业障吗？
Yes, no wonder y'all are so worried about getting fired because y'all don't do no goddamn work.
那我怎么跟我老婆交代？
第一个会不会是我啊？失业补助要怎么申请？可不可以申请？
你想美了，那么简单，你以为政府补助就容易申请吗？
I like this sweater.
不用工作的。
That's what I'm saying. I do love this cozy sweater. It looks so cozy. I love him so much. This famous rooftop. I feel like I've seen it in like 15 series.
我要在他以为已经复合的时候甩了他，告诉他我并没有原谅，一切都是假的。我要他知道让人背叛的痛苦。
It's childish games. I ain't got time for this shit.
有必要做到这个地步吗？
我从小就知道，在我身边的那些人是有目的在讨好我，他们看的是我爸，不是我。
我跟炳伟可没有。
我不是说你们吧，对我来说，跟人专手很容易，全心相信一个人很难。高四的是第一个。
I get it.
但他确保我的信任踩在地上。换作是你，你会点头。
点头。我会扭断他的头，不止上面的，
Oh,
还有下面。
tell me more. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you're here to hear everything and you know what game he's playing. Because last thing I need is your heart getting all caught up in this nonsense. Damn, this guy's got good cheekbones.
赵世德，你打算将计就计？你每天找他吃饭，外出场刊，甚至送他回家，他都没有拒绝。他想让你越陷越深，让你觉得最幸福的时候予以重击，让你一刀毙命。
He knows.
谢谢你。
你不要期待随着时间能假戏真做，回到从前。失联5年的问题摆在你们之间，
Okay, so we ignored him.
唯一的办法就让他知道，不联络不是因为你甩他，而是你不能找。
Okay, why couldn't we? Give me my clarification. Did Daddy intervene?
我必须要遵守约定。
那种约定不遵守也罢，你根本就达不到。
谁说我达不到？当然可以。
Baby, you're barely holding on now as is. Oh, Lord, I thought this was going somewhere else. I'm like, y'all, cousins, we're cousins.
你病很重，你说过他恨你。
Of course, they're hot cousins, so whatever might make an exception. He ain't my cousin.
恨是什么？恨就是还有爱啊。
怕只有一点点也好。
裴守义，终于找到你了。
Okay.
你说过不放弃就有机会，这些年来我一直在找你。
Okay. I need backstory. Are you the one that we were briefly touching on last season?
先回答我的问题，你过得好吗？
很好，放开。
不要，
你已经不是小孩子，不要像以前一样。
不要。
I need more details.
不要再躲我了，我已经找你12年呢。
12 years, Jesus.
我没有让你找，10年前我选择离开，12年后，答案也一样。
But 12 years ago, he was like 10 years old.
裴守义，我不会放弃。
Seems to be a common theme in this series.
你听到了吗？我不会放弃。
I don't know what happened, but I just want to hug him even more. My sweet little boy here. In this big old fluffy sweater.
30分钟公司。好啦。哎，拜。
Oh, baby.
高士德，高士德，你在这里干嘛？嗨。我去忙工作。
You got work to do and you left your front door wide open?
我现在没时间。
Baby, your front door is wide open. We got bigger issues here. Lord.
我要去工作。你以为我看不顺眼你喝酒啊？我要去工作。我走了。告诉你，
I know you're drunk, baby, but use some words, please.
到底想干嘛？
Please don't throw up. Is this what you wanted? Sure you said you want him to know pain and feel bad. Are you happy now?
你先休息一下吧，我去酒吧。
Girl, use your words for what? Stop grabbing and use words. Oh shit, Lord.
你是怎样？啊？
For the love of God, use words. I know you're drunk, but use words. Baby, please don't make me give you my speech. And please don't throw up.
真的哦。
I understand you're drunk. And you're hurting. Yes, apologies are nice.
我不应该去美国。对不起。
Baby, I know. But we can apologize without pinning him to the couch.
我们再一次好不好？ 我们重来一次好不好？
你却没给我知道到底发生了什么事啊？到底怎么回事？
Girl, I wish he would just tell you, but I'm sure your daddy had something to do with it. He keeping his promise. Whatever his promise was. Lord. Lord. He got so many emotions right now.
为什么？
你在整我吗，高斯特？
It's like I'm so confused.
是你在整我。
没事。
Yes, let's have a conversation at a comfortable distance.
"你是不是不知道原因？
啊？
你知不知道你是一个很幸福的人？你知不知道你一直被保护着？你过来。
回去工作。
你不想知道吗？
Babe, again, I know you're drunk, but I need you to find more delicate ways to do things right now. You're too casually aggressive right now.
没有感觉。
Babe, calm down. Calm down now. Calm your drunk ass down.
好的。高斯特。
He's saying no. Don't y'all give me this beautiful backlighting.
高斯特。
Just stop giving me this beautiful backlighting while he keeps sitting here saying no to these kisses. No. 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 Girl, you better get your hands out the back of this child. If this were any other circumstance, this would be the hottest shit in the world. But no. No. Stop with this fucking soundtrack too. No. 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 Girl. Calm the fuck down, sir. I can only say you're drunk and let that like be an excuse for girl, child. Calm the fuck down. Jesus. Lord. Better stop sensually kissing his milk, child. No, no! Lord. Y'all may or may not be getting this speech. I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. A euphemism? Sure. Oh, hello. Okay, this is him. I thought this was Sexy Dr. Cousin Man. I was like, oh, hello, shirtless Sexy Dr. Cousin Man. I mean, hello, shirtless She Date, too, of course. Nipple.
浴室有客人用的盥洗用品，你整理一下就走吧。
我们昨天晚上有。
你不记得昨晚发生了什么事吗？
No, because he was drunk off his ass. Oh shit.
揍死！
考试的，你怎么会在这？你竟然违背约定，对我儿子做了什么？
知り合いなの？
Okay, so I was right.
知らない，知らない。
当初的约定是什么？
Well, I mean, now we might as well just let it all out in the open because we can't hide it now. Naturally. That felt like a natural end to the episode.
你以为你自己能解决所有问题吗？
Okay, so we picked up where we left off last episode. Face to face, body to body, chest to chest, all that stuff, nose to nose, all that stuff in the office. And she pressing up on him like, yeah, I thought you said you would do anything. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So then Shide starts stepping up like, okay, fine. You want to do stuff? Let's fucking do it. Let's go, bitch. Let's go. And then he's like, okay, can I... It's amazing how in the same episode we get consent and non-consent from the same character. Alcohol's a crazy bitch. But yeah, he's like, can I help you with that, or can I help you undress, or whatever he was saying. And then Shuyu's like, okay, fine, I lose, I fold, bye. He's like, bitch, you crazy, bye, and runs out the damn office. I'm like, girl, you started this, so don't you start acting all brand new because I decided to finish this. Yeah. So then she had conversation with the two friends, the other couple in the car, where he was kind of taking out his frustrations on them a little bit, but kind of calmed down. I'm just kind of scrubbing through the episode, hitting some of the major plot points. We've got this office full of staff members who literally just stop working for any old reason. There was a breeze outside and they feel the need to congregate and like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Do you think we're going to get fired? Oh no, what am I going to do? My job, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all, I've seen more time. You guys have only been on screen for like a total of like 45, 50 seconds. And I feel like 40 of those seconds have been y'all grouped up together talking about, oh my God, we're going to get fired. I can't, blah, blah, blah. Like 95% of the time I've seen y'all on screen, y'all ain't been working. So maybe consider that as a reason why you're potentially going to get fired. So even sweet little sweater man comes rolling up in here like, don't y'all got some goddamn work to do? And that's already after Mr. three-piece suit matching vest and pants comes out. I'm like, don't y'all got some goddamn work to do? Like, how many times y'all got to be told in the same 5-second span, don't y'all got some goddamn work to do? Lord, that's why y'all getting fired, because y'all ain't doing no damn work. Anyway, Mr. three-piece suit takes Shuyi up to the roof, and he's like, are you really considering getting back together with him? And I'm like, girl, what gave you that impression? I mean, yes, he was cordial, and he's like, get me breakfast, you know what I like, that's fine. Like, to me, that did not seem like flirting or an invitation to be in a relationship or anything. That just seemed to me like, okay, fine, I will be cordial at work. Now, I was questioning in that moment when it's like, you know what I like, blah, 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 and he was being cordial to Shide. I was questioning, was he actually being cordial? Like, has he calmed down since having that conversation with the friends in the car the night before, and he's just like, okay, fine, I will focus on business while I'm here and I will leave these personal feelings aside? Or is this all an act, part of some plan that he's concocted in his head? As we saw when they went up to the rooftop, it's part of a plan he's concocted in his head, because again, woman scorned, he is a woman scorned, and hell hath no fury. So he's like, you know what, my feelings were hurt. I've always had trouble trusting people because people have always just tried to make friends with me and be nice to me and be fake with me because of who my dad is, and they never really cared about me. And he was the first person that I fully trusted with my heart, and that trust got betrayed. And I want him to feel the pain that I felt. I want him to know he's exacting vengeance. He wants vengeance, basically. He wants him to feel the same thing he felt. I'm like, I understand the feeling. I understand the feeling. Trust me. Had my heart upset a couple times in my life before too. I understand the feeling of wanting that person to get their comeuppance or to feel what they made you feel. I understand it. I understand it. But there's a difference between like actually just feeling those feelings and wanting them to get those, comeuppance, and like actually concocting some harebrained scheme to exact your own revenge on this person. Like, one of them is a very normal way of feeling in a situation like that. The other one is kind of like petty juvenile. Whatever. But again, I understand where it's stemming from. So I get where Yushi is coming from. Wish that he had a little bit more of the maturity in him to work past these feelings in alternate ways that didn't revolve around petty revenge schemes. But it is what it is. But like I said, at the end of that scene, I was thankful that Shide was off in the bushes listening so that he's aware of the situation going down, because I would have hated, because obviously Shide is sorry. He's sorry, like I said in the last episode, he's sorry for whatever it was he did, which we found out in this episode that he just flat out ignored him for, I guess, 5 years. I was like, okay, I don't know. As soon as I got that little bit of information, I'm like, okay, yep, it had to be Daddy. It had to be Daddy. Daddy did something, and then he's like, yep, I made a promise to, and I'm keeping my promise. And yep, Daddy did some shit. Daddy made some deal with him. If you stay away from my son, I don't know, get you your own business. I'll make sure he works. I'll make sure. It had to be something major. Or if you don't do this, I'll, kill your mama or something. Like, there had to be some either major benefit for Yushi, or he's preventing some major detriment in his own personal life for him to take up daddy on this, whatever this promise deal was. Because if it was just daddy saying, hey, Shide, if you stay away from my son, I'll give you money. I don't see Shide doing that. He wasn't in this for money. He wasn't in it for his own business. He was in it because he truly, genuinely cared about Yushi. So either daddy told him to stay away, and if he stayed away, he would do great things for Yushi, and it would be great for his future and blah, blah, blah. Or daddy said, stay away, or I'm going to do bad things to you and your family. Those are the only two alternatives that make sense in my head right now. We'll have to wait and see what unfolds in the next episode and, see what this promise was. But yes, so he more or less ignored Yushi for 5 years. So I can understand why Yushi would be upset, because it's one thing if we broke up. It's one thing if things didn't work out and we broke up for whatever reason, but I hate being ignored. I hate being ghosted. It's terribly annoying. It's a terribly annoying feeling. So the last thing I would want is someone who I was in a very, again, we had the start of a very promising relationship when you left. So the last thing I would want is that person to just up and stop talking to me. Just ignore me. Why? Give me an explanation. That's all I need. So I understand where Yushi's frustrations are coming from. I understand them. And I understand them. But at the same time, I understand that Shide, whatever reason he chose to go along with daddy's plan, he was doing it for something important. It had to be something important to make him leave Yushi like that. So it had to be either beneficial on this end or to prevent something detrimental on this end. But yeah, so overheard the plan that he's gonna just pretend to go along with loving him and then break his heart, and so that in itself was enough to really upset Shide. Shide was very hurt by that, and he started getting really drunk, and we got our first appearance this season of sexy Dr. Cousin Man, and I'm very happy to see him because his character type just makes me happy. I really enjoyed the interactions we had with him last season. I'm hoping we get a lot more of them this season. But they had conversation time, and he was trying to just basically talk some sense into him, but sometimes you can't always talk sense into a drunk person, and Shide was very drunk at that point. But Shide wandered off, and meanwhile sexy Dr. Cousin Man, who apparently is also a bartender now, was taking out some trash from the bar when, lo and behold, adorable sweater man comes rolling up like, hey, I found you. I've been looking for you for 12 years and I finally found you. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I found you. I love you so much. And sexy Dr. Man's like, bitch, get off of me. Let me go. No, I left you 12 years ago. Let me go. And I'm sitting here like, y'all, I need more details. I need further clarification about how this happened, how this became a thing. Because like when I saw the opening credits last episode and I saw them as an item, obviously shipping them together, I was debating whether they were going to be a new ship. Like, okay, sexy Dr. Cousinman is going to run into him sometime. And I'm sitting here wondering throughout the beginning half of this episode, okay, how are we going to orchestrate these two running into each other and meeting and falling in love? But then I was also thinking last episode when I first saw him, I'm like, okay, maybe this is that person we were briefly talking about from his past back in season 1. I'm like, okay, maybe not, I don't know. But clearly there's some history. There's at least 12 if not more years worth of history between these two. So I need further clarification. I need more details into their love history right now, because you can't just take this super adorable Death Note L wannabe character, throw him in a sweater, and then latch him onto this emotionally withdrawn, sexy bartender, doctor, cousin man, and just like say, yep, they've known each other for 12 years, and it just no. I need more details. I need to know how they met. I need a whole epic flashback to show me the beginning stages of their relationship. I need to see what went wrong. I need further details about this entire situation, please and thank you. But yeah, so that happened, and then we jump to Shide showing up at Yushi's house. He was ready to just leave with his front door wide open. I don't understand it. Fix it. Make it make sense, Jesus, because it makes no sense to me. I don't get it. Again, I got too many trust issues just to walk out of my house in the middle of the goddamn night and just leave my door wide ass open. I don't care if I saw this person sitting here who I knew. Because, like, it's not like he was closing the door, saw the person, got distracted. Like, no, his ass was like a good 10 steps away from the door, just la-di-da-di-da. It's like, oh, someone's here. Meanwhile, the door is still wide ass open behind him. So I'm like, baby, I need you. I'm gonna stop harping on the door. Just squirrel, like, close your fucking door. But yeah, we had that whole scene. Again, Shide was drunk off of his ass, and he wasn't using any damn words. He's not using any words. He just kept grabbing and pulling. I'm like, baby, I understand that you are drunk, and I can only say that so many times. I can only give you so much leeway before, like, I gotta start lecturing you, baby. So I feel like we reached that point where I can't give any more leeway, and I gotta start lecturing you, baby. So, you know, the earlier part of the conversation, very, very drunk, clearly. So he's not saying words, he's just grabbing and pulling. And she's like, okay, I'm going to work. And then he's like, grabbing and pulling. I'm like, baby, use your words. I understand that you are drunk. I understand that it might be difficult to formulate coherent sentences right now, but try to use your words. Try to articulate something. Don't just grab and pull, because that is how assault charges get thrown on people. That is how you end up getting into a fight with a drunk person, because they don't know how. So, baby, use your words, please. He's already hit you at least 3 times in the series, and we're only 1 episode in. So he's not afraid to hit you. That is not in question. So for the love of God, use some words before he starts hitting you. So he pulls him into the house, and he starts getting all handsy, and I'm like, baby, I need you to calm down and start using some words. And, you know, he pushes him on the couch, and then he starts hopping on top, and, like, I'm like, baby, I need you to use some goddamn words. For the love of God. She's already, like, pushed you off and said, no, stop. Those words came out of his goddamn mouth. So that no means no. No means no. I don't care what you might see in his eyes. I don't care what his body rhythm is telling you. I don't care what you think in your drunken haze might be happening right now. No means no. So I need you to back the fuck up, please and thank you. But he wasn't backing the fuck up, and me and Shide were about to have some issues. So he was pressing up on him, but then eventually he stopped with the hot and heaviness, and he got into, like, this very sort of sensual-ish contact. So there was a lot of face stroking and touching of the lips and the mouth, and, you know, kissing on the nose and whatnot, and all this kind of stuff that under any other circumstance I would be sitting here like, oh my God, this shit is so hot, this is the most romantic shit in the world, blah blah blah. But under these circumstances that we established in this episode leading up to this. So what I needed the series to do, what I needed them to do in that moment, is not to give me this super duper romantic backlighting with all this angelicness behind them. What I needed the series not to do is to give me this beautiful soundtrack to make it this big romantic moment. What I needed the series not to do is to have Shide attack Yushi multiple times in this house like this. There are lots of things I needed the series not to do right now, but the series went ahead and did it, and here we are. Here we are. So yes, eventually she gave in and was like, okay, yes, I'm here for this. I'm down for this ride. Let's go, whatever. That was his manner of consenting at that particular point. But everything leading up to that, he said no. So just because he consented in the end does not make the lead up to it okay. It doesn't make it okay. Just because in the end he's like, yes, fine, let's do it. Let's go on the slip and slide. Let's do this thing. Doesn't mean that all of the where Family Guy said 49 no's and 1 yes means yes, that is not truth. That's not truth. It's basically what I'm saying. We got no. So that means no. I don't care if it turned into a yes at this point because he started to feel some type of way. No, meant no. So this probably should not have happened. But it did. It did, and here we are. I would have loved it not to have happened under those circumstances. I would have loved it if he were sober. Especially since the next morning he couldn't remember a goddamn thing. And I'm like, yes, because your ass was drunk. You was drunk off your damn ass, Lord. So I'd have loved it if, the first sexy time scene we got with him, he was sober. Like every other series I have this, complaint about. But, whatever. It is what it is at this particular point in time. Yeah, so he woke up next morning. He's like, "Oh shit, what's going on? Oh damn, didn't we?" And then she walks in. And he's like, "Clean yourself up and get the fuck out." And he's like, "Did we have the sexy time?" And he's like, "Bitch, don't you remember last night?" I'm like, "No, because his ass was drunk. How many times I got to tell you?" And then Daddy just rolls in all, I don't know, French or something. I don't know what accent he had, but it felt very whimsical in French. He's just la di da di da di da di da. Oh, yeah, I bought you some clothes. Woo! And then he's like, "You, what are you doing here? You broke your promise." And I'm like, I feel like in the last season you felt a little bit more imposing. In the like 45-second scene we got of him at the end of episode 6, I felt like Daddy felt like more of an imposing presence. He was like, what's going on? What aren't you telling me? Belittling, badgering his servants about his son. And I'm like, man, he is going to cause some trouble. And now he's just rolling in like, la-di-da-di-da, gasp, you! Like, it felt very dramatic telenovela, complete difference, but whatever. He's like, you! I thought I told you never to see my son again! Oh, gasp! And I'm like, you don't need to calm the fuck down. So she's over here confused, like, y'all know each other? And what is this promise? What are y'all talking about? And that's where the episode ends. So again, I got the validation that I needed that Daddy was involved. This breakup thing was a result of Daddy. I don't know what the reasonings were behind. Well, I know what Daddy's reasonings were, but I don't know what he either promised or threatened Shide with to get him to agree to it, but it must have been something of great importance. Yeah, which we will probably find out in the next episode, which I may or may not watch right now. I don't know. No, I have other things I need to react to. We'll see. If I'm wearing this, y'all know what happened. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. And before you guys go, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone supporting me over on Patreon. This channel would not be what it is today without your continued support, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough for all you've done for me. If you'd like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya.